live. We live in the mix. What's up, guys? Sorry, a little delay. Bro probably drowned in the jacuzzi. This guy. Pickle Mantella, where you been? You just come out of nowhere talking shit like crazy. How'd you know I was in the jacuzzi? What's up, Cartoony? Where's this good boy at? I just read that. Yes, guys, Dax sells. Alright, sorry. Let's get into this. I know we're kind of running a little late. We're fine. You guys know it takes 30 seconds for us to break this down. Real talk. Real talk. Do you guys like the background? You guys like the background? Guess where I'm at. Did you guys guess? What's happening? What's up, Mac Dime? Guys, if you don't know, if you're new here, I am one of Luca's very close friends. I'd consider myself part of NLT. And again, he's live during New York. I'm live during London. We're running it up on both sessions. Truly, we're on a win streak right now. We're going to keep winning. Let's go over these charts. Again, I'm liking it, but we're seeing price sell-off pre-London. I don't want to see that, but I'm already liking sells off this area. But again, we're already breaking through that. Which again, if we sit on our hands, we sit on our hands. We've had a great week. No reason to rush it, truly. But let's see what happens. Again, the reason I like this so much too is, again, if we look at sessions here, let's take off EMAs. If we look at sessions, we have Tokyo Low sitting down here. We have a lot of liquidity that I think price could end up coming down and purging. But also looking at UK 100, same kind of analysis. But again, we're already breaking pre-market where, again, we have this area here. Can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Maybe Jer hesitates and we do end up getting entry. But honestly, guys, Dax is taking off, and I just think price is going to sell at least into those lows, and that's where I would be at break even. Ultimately, once I can barely see it. But now I'd be at break even. So truly, like, entry would have been more like tight. Again, it would have been a big stop, and we'd already be at break even. I'm not in this trade, by the way, guys. Already be at break even. So we'll see if price would have won. Again, we're not going to enter this early into or this early. We're not entering this early. We have entered a couple seconds early, but this is just way too early. We don't know what price can do. We can come down. We're taking Asia lows. We can just fucking flip from here and fly. Am I going to enter? Probably not. Could price win? Possibly. I just have a very strong sell bias right now. Even if we do go to the higher time frames, yes, we're coming down, filling in this gap now, but we have some beautiful top wicks, especially on the daily. Again, we're just looking like we could see at least short-term sells maybe fill this gap down here. Guys, these sells would have been beautiful if it happened during London, if we would have just hesitated a little bit more. But again, ultimately it's data, but I just don't think I'm ever going to enter this early. We just typically don't see this. When's the last time this has happened? I don't even remember. I don't. But again, we still could end up getting in Dax. Dax could hesitate, and then that'd be perfect for us entering, because I do like Dax a little bit more if we were to enter. Stops here. But again, we have time. There's still time. Is it? We still have 6 minutes. It'd be nice to see price come up, maybe fill some of these gaps before coming down. We'll see though. We'll see. So that's our 101. It's right at these lows here, which I like to see. Because that is a strong liquidity point. What's up, Nico? What's up, Matt? Nice EMAs. Fuck you. Cartoony, I'm at Luca's house. Can you not tell by the charts? But if you guys did not know, if you guys are from my community, I'm not in this trade, by the way. Legacy funding is now a thing. I don't know if you guys saw the announcement. If you guys haven't, join the Instagram. We're ready to run it up. Let's do this. www drop. Yes, fire. That's why I told you guys there's some cool things. Oh, you're talking about price. Oh, you're short for DAX again, guys. Shorts look fucking fire, bro. But I'm not entering this early. I'm not. I'm sorry. Um, because ultimately price can do what it wants at the open, and we may just, especially on UK 100, is we may just be seeing this liquidity sweep. But again, I do expect price to have this pullback on the higher time frames. I really do. Beautiful entry, but again, even if we have to sit on our hands and watch this one play out, we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. Got to do a giveaway for launching legacy. There'll be giveaways soon, brothers. Trust. Like, there's gonna be a lot of giveaways soon. Just trust. But like I was saying, is now that price is taking lows, we've taken off pre-London. There's nothing we could do about it. Truly, like again, I just have to trade my system, and I'm only telling you guys that because I want you guys to follow the same advice and the same plan and the same system that I'm taking. Where it's like, okay, price did sell pre, and again, if you are able to capitalize it and your system calls for you to enter like this, I personally just prefer waiting for London open for some reason. Again, this is still a beautiful trade. I think price is down hit TP here. And then that is what it is. Again, beautiful call, I'd say. Beautiful call. Again, if you guys want to enter this, by all means, go ahead. But I'm going to just sit back, watch price sell, see what happens at London open. Again, it could be a very good call for me not to enter. UK 100 could flip and could just totally run back up. And granted, we'd be at break even right now because we've already taken pretty good liquidity. So no risk on the trade, but ultimately, you never know. Entering before opening is always risky. Yeah, it's just riskier. Again, but if you see it happen and like, let's say you have data saying that more likely than not, price is going to run in your general direction if you have that strong of a bias, because I feel like this was compared to what yesterday's charts looked like, today looked crazy. I mean, amazing. We've purged Asia highs. We now are flipping, potentially looking to facilitate a pullback on a higher time frames, and then also could be looking to purge Asia lows. And again, that's exactly what we did. It just happened too early for us. Cartoon guys gonna talk about it. Guys, I traded gold today for the first time. Those are my boys from school. They actually trade as well. They're beasts. Yeah, they were streaming actually. They were streaming, and they're actually gonna start. You guys will see them a lot more. One trades during Asia, and honestly, guys, this dude's fucking killing it. Like printing money during Asia. Does something similar to me, a little bit different, more of an ICT approach, but similar concepts. Again, they're just kind of different names. But he's gonna start streaming during Asia at some point again. Well, he already does with this community. But yeah, honestly, gold looked good though, guys. Gold looked fucking fire, and I entered. I was like, I don't care. Not on our account, of course. Not, but in UK 100, we'll see what happens. We have a couple seconds. At this point, I think I'm just sitting my hands on both trades. Just because this is the only area that price kind of created like some type of support off of. Therefore, now that price has already broken it, I'm just not really willing to shoot. Ultimately, we'll see, but I think this is already a no trade day, which again, I'm just gonna kind of chill here, and I just really want to see what happens at open. Maybe talk for a little bit. Based on what happens, we can really go over things, see if I was correct in the sense that price could just ultimately flip here. It could, or it could just continue with our bias and just hold strong for sales and quick money. And again, if you guys caught it, hell yeah, I love that. Looking strong, looking good. If price opens and its objective is to manipulate those lows, we should just see price print. But we could also see price top wick here, fill these gaps, and maybe we could then possibly look for entry back down. But it really, really, really depends on how price looks. UK 100 at that point, it's gone. The only possibility would be on DAX, right? This bearish push right before open could be a good sign for price to continue to sell off. So if you are in these trades, let's run it up. Let's hope. Let's see. Price is printing higher. What did UK 100 do? Again, we're coming bullish here. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean price could just be coming and fill gaps. I could possibly see myself entering. Especially if we come up, fill this gap in top wick. Oh my fucking god, we're entering. but I'd really want to see price come all the way up and fill that. It's already filling a gap right now. We'll see. I'm looking to enter if price breaks these lows here. We came up, filled this gap, and we could just flip here. Possibility. Same thing here. Look at that top wick up. Didn't necessarily fill this gap, but we'll see. Wow, UK 100 just melted. Melted. Who got UK 100? Wow. Guys, I loved UK. I wish you would have cut it. Granted, I called it. But I wish you could have caught it. We may still catch DAX here. Still looking good. Guys, did you see what happened last night? Last night, I got out of break even. Price ended up winning. I kid you not. I literally said, if price came down, tap me out exactly at break even, and then flipped, I'd be like, ugh. And guess what it did? I kid you not. I came down a pip under my break even. Took me out, which I can't complain. And then just ran. Guys, I'm entering sells at food break lows here. Stops at the highs just to play it safe because we still have that gap open. All right, I'm in. We're in, chat. Let's see. Guys, it's cold as fuck. That UK 100 dipping. I just hope we see that same volume come to the market for DAX. And my biggest fear is seeing UK 100 hesitate and then seeing DAX kind of react off of that. We've seen that sometimes where, again, UK 100 has come down, taken liquidity, makes a massive top or bottom wick, and that really can, or we've seen it kind of affect DAX. Again, they don't always move the same. It's cold as fucking air. I hate when Luca turns the fucking air conditioner on. Bro, pass it like. Bro, I want to be profitable for you. What do you mean? Bro, what is a cute logo behind you, bro? That's legacy funded. It's a new profit from that Luca job. Wow. We can call it a win here. Let's just hope we win here. Doesn't have to happen. But you could take an L. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I want to start trading futures more, guys. I do. I think next challenge, passing a futures account. It'll be fire. Run it up. We won't really have to play it like how we play an account flip. Ultimately, the last 2 weeks have been amazing, I think, as far as price action. But this year is looking chopped. I really want to see price make this top wick and just melt on this next candle. Especially seeing UK 100 run like this. But again, my fear is seeing UK 100 having that pullback. DAX doing the same thing. So cold. Running these highs, sweeping these highs, and then running back off. Again, that could be a possibility. I think we've taken really good liquidity. I think we are bound for a possible pullback, but overall price is bullish, so price can run here. And again, I'm willing to take that risk. I think it was a pretty good entry, and I think we are bound to run this liquidity. Again, UK 100 is just my biggest fear. They're causing price to run these highs here, and then we're taking out. You know. I didn't trade New York yesterday. One thing I don't want to see, and this is why I wanted to see this gap previously filled before price entered us in, was because price could end up coming up, filling this gap, but top wicking, taking liquidity at the same time, taking us out, closing still valid, and then just selling off from there. And hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully we just get that volume push into the market right now, and Let's see. Ultimately, if we break these lows, we're solid. I want to see these lows be broken. I don't want to see price react, fill this gap that was created on the previous candle, run higher. That would just not look good. And again, that could be the case. There's, again, trading sometimes we have, for one, we had opportunity here, but it just happened too early, so technically we didn't have opportunity. Still a W trade. Opportunity here because we did get an entry after all. And I like it. I think I should run this liquidity. Ultimately, we'll see. But again, we're up for the week. We can take a loss. We still have tomorrow. Yeah. Lordy, lordy, lord. Oh my god, that's not a good reaction. Fuck UK100. UK100's been blessing us though. And again, ultimately, even though I didn't take the trade, I'm gonna go put into data and just kind of write down the fact that okay, price had a very, very clean setup as far as lower time frames, higher time frames alignment, higher time frame alignment. And again, I mean, just look at the hourly. We're expecting this pullback, and we're just melting at this point. And I'm hoping DAX falls along with it, but we're doing the fucking complete opposite right now. But again, like I said, data. Just gonna go into data. Price did end up selling off pre. Can I see myself entering this in the future? Maybe, only if I can get more data backing up the decision to, again, possibly enter pre-London. And I have entered pre-London by a couple seconds, but in this case, it was a 10-minute. You know, I would have had to enter 10 minutes before. Guys, DAX need to stop playing around. Playing with my emotions, man. And typically this DAX does move slower. It does. That's why I favor UK100, I think, when I get entry. Just because, I mean, look at UK100. Look at that move. Yes, I'm short on DAX. I like DAX. We're just moving very slow. Not a lot of volume, but if I can see this candle print bearish, okay, we're looking good. My biggest fear is price coming up, filling this gap, which ultimately, if it did do that in the first place, it's already looking bad to begin with. I just want to see price run with volume. We're looking good. Let's run it. Let's run it. At this point, I'm at break even. See the lows be broken here. That'd be beautiful. Slow, you know, but hopefully we get a little, you know, we're only 8 minutes in. What am I talking about, guys? We have truly roughly the first 3 hours of the market where we're going to see decent volume. And again, it can be slower at the beginning. We can really see some people step in, maybe 30 minutes in, an hour in, too. There's been times where we're in a trade for an hour and then all of a sudden we see a burst of volume come into play. If it's either to hit our TP or to take us out, it's one of the, either way, there's still volume that gets pushed in throughout usually the first 3 hours. So I don't want to wait around for 3 hours. If I have to, I have to, but whoa. You know, I think once I get a break even, if price just starts ranging, if I'm not content with profits and I just want to let price run, which in this case, I think once we take Asia lows, I'm probably just going to end up closing, even though we won't be at that full 1-to-1 yet. But here's the thing. Price doesn't necessarily have to come all the way down. We're already looking at bullish price overall, and we could just continue to respect this range. And this is why I'm going to be at break even, most likely just at this area here. As soon as price taps this area, I'm at break even, even if a gap is left, which is going to be a high possibility just looking at this candle, unless this candle, when this candle is going to close like this. Hopefully we come up, make a top wick, fill the gap, and then come back down, because then Nick killing it. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I tried to. Again, don't get your hopes up yet. Yesterday was a win, but again, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I expect price to move a little bullish here, and I have nothing wrong with that, just because I do think price should come up, fill this gap that was made on this last closing candle. Ultimately, this candle looked amazing. Candle looks amazing. Tells me strong. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It's so cold in here. Just in general, even if you lose, thank you, bro. Nico, genuinely appreciate you. And that's what I'm here for, bro. I'm here to really, like, I trade for me, like, truly. Like, I'm here, I'm executing my system only. If I don't enter, I don't enter. If I take a loss, I take a loss. If I win, I win. Again, but truly here to just, again, be a second pair of eyes, a second opinion, second analysis. And that's why I tell you all the time, come here with your own system, but again, learn from me. Take your own trades. If we take the same trades, we're going to make money together most of the time. If we're not taking the same trades, that's fine, because sometimes I'm wrong. It's trading. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, come here with your own system, be ready to execute. Even if it's a system based off what I've been teaching you, run with that. But again, I feel like it's best to build yourself as your own trader, even if you have that me on stream at first, and then you kind of just, again, you progress to become your own trader. So cool. I want to go do push-ups. I'll do push-ups, price is going to come back, and it's going to be down there. What the fuck? This is not how price is supposed to react. I mean, granted, we still have a couple minutes, so there could have been a gap further up on the 1 minute that we're coming up to fill. I don't really like going to the 1 minute, but I mean, in this case, kind of. But we'll see. Hopefully, we just get that top look down. Again, it's not like we were dealing with a fair value gap. We were just looking for price to come up, and it could print like this and still run bearish. It could still print with a solid candle closure and still run bearish. Our only thing was, it would be nice to see price come up, quick that, fill that, and then just dip, right? But again, what we could be looking at now is see UK 100s now pulling back. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes we do see price, when it starts pulling back on UK 100, we'll see DAX move similarly, and we'll end up losing on DAX because UK 100 has such a massive reaction. Not all the time, but there has been times where I do notice that. Need a hammer emoji today? I know, huh? I wish you could search. Boom. All right, we're winning. Guys, UK 100 was definitely the play of the day, but can't control the market. Granted, this still looks like an amazing trade to me. If price were to flip here, and what I had said about UK 100 really altering how DAX moves, especially after UK 100 has had such a massive move compared to DAX. Again, like, look at the move on UK 100 compared to DAX. You know what I'm saying? So now that DAX is, or now that UK 100 is pulling back, we're seeing DAX kind of move similarly, and we could just run highs. And granted, I still think price is going to sell and possibly manipulate those lows. It doesn't have to, but I think it will. It just may not be now. Because again, that doesn't look good. Looks fucking chopped. And I would want to move my stops, guys, but honestly, I just, depending on what this candle does, depending on what this candle does. We could end up moving stops, saving ourselves. I'm a move stops now. I risked heavy. Stops are moved just because I don't like this reaction. I don't. Which cuts our stop in half. If it was a better setup, different story. And again, I think price could end up coming back down. But if I'm going to take a loss, in this case, I'm going to minimize my loss, especially when we're dealing with the account flip. If it was my account, I wouldn't care. We run highs, we're out, it's fine. Half an RR. And again, my biggest thing behind it is knowing that UK 100 is most likely going to come fill these gaps, and DAX most likely will fall along with it. And again, if that ends up running the highs and we end up saving ourselves from a full loss, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Love you. You close your trade, yeah. Yeah, guys. Granted, I wish price would have came down to this area, given us a break-even trade, but I still can't be mad. I really can't be. Still a good trade, still good execution. Again, with UK 100 selling off like this, beautiful analysis here too. I wish you guys caught this. I did tell you guys as price was selling that okay, like you guys can't answer, but I'm just not. Price is selling too early. We're out again. Price could run highs here. It could just fill this gap and flip, and okay, if that's that, that's that. But I'm out at those highs. I'm fine with that. First loss of the week. First loss of the week. Guys, I said win streak all week, and it wasn't win streak all week. But we'll see right now. I really am going to wait around a little bit. I want to see if we saved ourselves or price may end up coming down. I just really have a strong feeling that price is going to end up running these highs at least, which would have taken us out either way. But we'll see. Because again, I do think UK 100 is going to continue to facilitate this pullback into these gaps and possibly even flip from there. Maybe not. But we'll see. Again, we could just take these highs and flip. If you guys are still in, shoot. Shoot by all means. By all means. Opportunity, I just I'm gonna say something. I've been training myself. Hold back what I have to say. I've been watching what words I say on stream. Especially when they're directed at cartoons. We'll see, guys. So good. So good. Granted, we should be, guys, some of the trades that we've taken this week that we've gotten break even on, literally 2 of the trades that we've gotten break even on this week, smashed like a 1 to 5. Did you not? Next haircut, you're starting to get nice. Dude, let me tell you before you start fucking talking shit. I had a haircut appointment today at 10. Slept through it. Woke up 10:36. Was like, yo, bro, I'll pay you extra. Like, I need a cut. Like, dude, he's been in Mexico for fucking 2 weeks. So I got an appointment. Finally, he's back, and then I sleep through it. And he's like, nah, I'm booked, bro. So now I gotta fucking schedule it tomorrow if he's not booked up. And I won't go to anyone else. I learned that the hard way. I've learned that the hard way. No, that's why I waited so long. I'd rather wait to get cut by him than go to someone and get fucked up. Seriously. The 2 times I cheated on my barber, got fucked up. It was bad. Not that bad. I will see, guys. I don't necessarily want to say I want to see price run highs, but it would just kind of say, okay, we had a good call. And it was a losing trade. We can't control that, but what we can control is the management on it. And with price, again, making these lows like this, I really just expected price to continue to respect these areas and run off. But that was not the case. Again, price continued to run up with these very, very bullish handles. Very, very. Get them all is crazy. We could see price come down now. if it's going to continue to respect this bullish price, fill this gap and run. So we'll see. I'll stick around for 15-20 minutes. I ain't got what to do. Yeah, I'm not going to take any more trades. Like there's really no more opportunity. Like granted, there could be if you trade differently, but I'm mainly just one trade, two trades. It's at the open. That's it. That's it. I'm not smiling for you. Go ahead and make me smile. But hate to end a win streak. You know what that means. You know what that means. That next win streak is that much closer. Again, we still have tomorrow, guys. I plan on killing it. But again, tomorrow's Friday. So with that being said, it is a slower day. Still willing to shoot. We have shot. We've won. But it is a losing day typically. Not always. But this is based off data, based off back testing. We play a little bit more slow. But I'm willing to shoot. Especially because this week has been a great week. So I really have no problem just shooting. Especially being we cut losses here on our only loss of the week. Can't be mad. I'm ready to shoot tomorrow. And if not, we still have next week. But again, I also want to go into futures. Like we'll see what happens. Like, got a lot of cool things coming. Maybe just hop around. We'll see. Can you show my trade journal? I don't have it on here. I don't have it on here. I would. We've been positive, really good for the last couple months. Remind me tomorrow. I have it on my Notion. Look, cartoon. Can you not fucking see that the chart? Let me name that like animation on it. Like, do you want my journal to like use it? Because I have a journal that like I use every single day that I also have for free that other people use. It's really fucking cool. We can run down through it, break it down one day. I use paper journals, bro. Switch up. Come on. Get with the game. Get with the program, bro. So much easier. It's too much writing, bro. Guys, so we'll see what happens right here. If price just comes up, fill this gaps, and runs off, then it just goes to show when I do end up putting this in data later. Guess what? Guess what? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? We put into data. Put into data. All right. Granted, we were able to minimize our loss, but price ended up coming up, respecting this gap, and still fulfilling our overall bias. Therefore, going into the future, maybe it's worth to hold. But again, more data needs to back it up, or price could run highs here. And then what does data now switch to? Okay, it was a really good call to minimize loss here. Why? Because it was a losing trade. It was a great entry, great setup. It was our system. You can't control a loss, but again, like I say, you can control, or you can control the amount you lose. You can manage your trade accordingly. In some cases, sometimes you can't move your stop, but I already broke down why I moved my stop. Just because of how price reacted. Again, we had this bearish print, this bearish close, which was beautiful, but ultimately price just came back up bullish and just totally obliterated that, which didn't give us really, or didn't give me a good feeling about price continuing to respect that bearish move. Right, giving me the idea that price is still within its overall bearish bullish structure. Right. All right, but do you analyze or gold? I don't trade gold. I actually did trade gold during we'll go over gold. Price is just melting, man. I took gold up here, but price just wow. Price just dumping, man. Dumping. Rice Ninja almost got you banned. Damn, bro. Bro, he is low, bro. Like Luca is my little brother. He knows it. I know it. Everybody knows it. What's your strategy for Forex? It's just supply and demand, bro. But when I say supply and demand, that's just like entries. Like when it comes to like my overall higher time frame analysis, it's just understanding, again, price action, simple price action. Price moves in waves. So what am I looking for? I'm looking to see where we're at within price. Where are we at within the range that we're sitting within? Are we extremely bullish or bearish, and now we can expect a pullback if we get the right entry on the lower time frames? Or are we at a point where we've already pulled back, and if we get the right entry on a lower time frame, we could now, let's say, shoot, again, for continuations. So a little bit different when it comes to entries because it's supply and demand, but ultimately when it comes to like breaking down higher time frames, I still use the same idea of price moves in waves, and I understand that. And again, I'm just looking to ride the wave. That's slogan. That's my new slogan, guys. Price moves in waves, and I'm just riding it. What the fuck? It sounded better the first time I said it. Don't clip it. Also, didn't you take L's in full? How the fuck do you know, Edgar? Did someone post about it? It's because Luca's on my team and he lost. You like to ride price with cowboy hat. Yeah. I guess you could say that, buddy. Wow. Guys, I'm just going to wait to see what happens. If price does dump here, beautiful. I mean, like, beautiful. Like, I'm not going to be mad at it because it just goes to show that price still played within our overall bias, and therefore we were correct in that sense. But we just exited too early. But beautiful week, can't complain. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm not ending yet, so don't get too sad yet. I'm not ending it yet. Don't get sad. Don't get sad. I could tell some of you out there that just be like lurking and shit are probably a little sad, even though you never message and shit. Like, be like cartoony. Actually, no. Don't be like cartoony. Be like Rice Ninja. He's calm, collected, he talks in chat, he's not scared. What's up, Fabian? What you doing, Fabian? Where'd you ask a would you rather question? I don't see where you asked it. I don't see it, bro. You don't want 20 cartoonies in the chat, bro. I know, bro. Oh. I don't want to say I liked watching price run that high. Because, like, granted, we still took an L. But, like, dude, everyone dropped out after that. How many people held at the high? Again, I told you guys there's a reason behind me moving my stop. There really was. Price looked good at first, but that doesn't necessarily mean price is going to continue to run how we want. Therefore, I managed accordingly, and I can't be mad. We cut our loss literally in half to the T. And granted, I do think price could end up having that momentum later into London. Again, we're going to see volume for the first 3 hours. So I do think price has the possibility to come into this magnet area. I'm kidding. Again, Asia lows are still sitting down here. We're still resting down here unswept. I think price could end up coming down and taking that. So with that being said, let's see what happens. Monitor price throughout the night. Again, if you took this trade with me, yes, we took a loss, but granted, if you've been here every other day, you're fine. You should be fine. If you're not fine, you're doing something wrong within your own trading, especially if you're taking my trades. Because again, I've called fucking 3 W's within the last 3 days. So, and today we only took half a loss. So that being said, we're going to come into tomorrow, fucking kill it. I wanted to have a win streak this entire week, but granted it's trading, so I can't be mad. I can't. New headline just in the main stage at Tomorrowland Music Festival version is being destroyed out there. I saw that. Tony Gold. I'm going to Nocturnal this year. Who's going? Meetup? If you guys see me, you guys hold on. Just an issue with drone strike issues. No way. Yeah, I heard that too. But with that being said, guys, price around those highs. Again, I can't be mad. Data, when I do go into data, just to remind you, and if again this could also be advice to you, what I'm gonna put is, again, it was a good move to move or stops. Again, why? Price broke these lows, had a good bearish candle. After seeing that, I knew that price, if it were to continue to push bullish here, most likely would run these highs. Therefore, I'm just going to take out early. And again, it was a good call. So that's what's going to be put into data. That's what should be put into your data and anything else that you can extract from this trade. Right? With that being said, I think I'm out of here, guys. It was a beautiful stream at the end. Every stream is amazing. You guys show up every single day. You guys are amazing. Amazing. I can't say it enough, truly. But I'll be here tomorrow. We'll win. Trust me. Be here every single day. If you're not consistent, you're not going to have the same results as me. Ask Jocko. Jocko has killer results. Why? Because he's consistent. Okay. That being said, I'm out of here. Later.